walk you through making folders that we need for this course and opening R for the very first time and making a very small script to get you going. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to a place where I have all my courses, and I will create a folder called Bio209W. Now you can see I've already done that, but I'm going to delete it, and I will create a new one, and I will call it Bio209W. Please make it just like that, all uppercase and no spaces. I'm going to open that. I'm going to open that, and inside this folder I'm going to make a new one, and I'm going to call it R work. R is uppercase, work is all lowercase, and there are no spaces. Please do it exactly like that. It'll help us. Now I'm going to close this, and we're going to open R. I'm going to go to wherever my applications are. For me, they're right here. On a Windows computer, it would look very different. Nonetheless, you're going to go to wherever your applications are, and hopefully you've installed at this point R and RStudio. If you haven't done that, go back to the previous video or go back to the previous instruction and do that. In order to use R, here's the R app. I'm going to bypass that, and I'm going to open RStudio. RStudio will open R for me and give me an integrated development environment in which to use R. Now, yours won't look exactly like this because, for a variety of reasons, it will look something a little bit more like this, where you have this stuff over here. This should be empty up here, and this is probably going to be empty for you as well. Right here we have what we call the console, and I can type 2 plus 3 and hit return and get something like 5. I can make a new object that I'll call A, and I will make a little arrow. This is a less than sign and a dash, and into that I will put 2 plus 3, and I have created an object called A, and its value is 5, and I can find that out by typing A, hitting return. Voila, it's 5. And there's a little indicator right here. This 1 indicates that this is the first element in that object of A is the value 5. We also see over on the right hand side what is in the working environment right now, these values. The first thing I want to do, what I should have done, is change my working directory. We'll do this every time. We're going to set the working directory. We're going to tell R where to go. So we're going to choose a directory. I was in session. Let me do that again. I go up to session. I come down to set working directory. I choose the directory, and that allows me to choose it. I will go to my courses. I will then go to Bio209W, and I will go to R work, and I'm going to select R work, and I'm inside R work now, and I select open. And you can see that R performed this command. It set WD, set the working directory to this path. On your computer, that path will look different, but that's where we are now. The next thing I'm going to do is start a simple script. I'm going to go up to the upper left-hand corner where this little plus sign is. I'm going to pull down this menu by clicking this teeny little triangle, and I'm going to select R script. A script is a simple text document, and I will write hashtag my first script. R will interpret anything after this hashtag. It will interpret as my comment, and it will ignore it. Now, if I want to, I can hit return and come down, and if I want to make my object A again, A, this is less than dash, it's like a little arrow, so into A we are putting 2 plus 3, and I've written that code. And I can make a reminder to myself. I can say code to put into A the sum of 2 and 3. Now, in order to get this to run, I can click on this little button up here and say run this script, and there we go. It ran the first thing I have to do is save this. The first thing I have to do is save this. So I will save this and we'll come up here. I could do this with this command for S, and I'll save it. It will ask me to name it, and I'm going to call it my first underscore script. You'll notice that it ends in .r, and it's going to put it in our work. That's where we want all of our work for this class, is in the R work folder. You can see why it's going to be important. So I'm going to save that, and I will run this code, and it runs, and it puts it right down here, and it runs that code and does everything. And if I wanted to say A times A, I can run that line of code, and it gives me 25. I'll stop right there for now.